Welcome back to the second video in the Moodle course development video series. I'm Joe Deegan, and in this section I'll get you started with Moodle by going over what it is and discuss the potential for what can be done with Moodle. So let's go ahead and get started. In this video we're going to answer the question, what is Moodle? And we'll look at a lot of examples of site layouts, resources, and activities used in Moodle sites. So let's go ahead and dive into it by talking about what exactly Moodle is. So what exactly is Moodle? The word cloud you see here represents just a few things that Moodle can be used for. But the point is that Moodle can be whatever you want it to be with a little knowledge and hard work. It's most commonly used for distance learning or online education, but it can also be an online library where you post resources, or it can even be a virtual learning environment where your students go online and interact with activities and other participants. Now I'd like to take this opportunity to show you some examples so you can see what Moodle looks and feels like. We'll start by looking at some example homepages. All Moodle sites have a homepage that is usually designed to guide people to resources available within the site, and it's also where administrators access site administration features to manage the site. Generally, this is not where you would post course activities, but it is what would be considered the landing page, used to guide students to your courses or e-learning modules. So what you're seeing here is the same Moodle site with different themes applied. Although it's the same content, the look and feel can change drastically based on the theme you choose. As you can see, there's a lot of flexibility to how you can make Moodle look, and a lot of themes for you to choose from at Moodle.org or through Moodle partners. The hardest part is using your creativity to create a design that is both functional and eye-pleasing. So now we'll take a look at some course sites, which is normally where all the course content lives. Course sites are where you post all the content and information used for courses. Whether it be documents, quizzes, or e-learning modules, this is where you lay out all of that content. If the homepage is the campus quad, or homeroom, then the course sites are the individual classrooms throughout the campus. Depending on the course content, there are a lot of different ways you can set up a course site, as you can see from these examples. For now, we're just going to talk about what course sites are, but we'll talk about building course sites in much more detail in later sections. And there's also an example course provided in the course code bundle that'll give you a better idea of what a course site is like. Next, we'll look at some examples of the actual activities and resources that you can use within a course site. In Moodle terms, you can add resources or activities to each course site as the content of the course. Resources mainly consist of files or any types of web pages. You can give students access to any kind of MS Office document, PDFs, websites, or you can use the Moodle HTML editor to create your own web page with course content. We'll talk about resources in more detail in the adding static course materials section of this course, but for now, let's take a look at some more interactive activities that can be created in Moodle. Activities are things like quizzes, e-learning modules, lessons, games, and other types of interactive learning activities. You can use Moodle's built-in features to build things like quizzes, games, and lessons, or you can use software like Articulate or Adobe Captivate to create e-learning modules, complete with SCORM reporting. Moodle has everything you need to create a great class. It just comes down to the creativity and ability of the instructional designer designing the class. Okay, time for a little practice. In the practice activity for this section, I'd like you to go to Moodle.org and take a look around the Moodle demo site, available from the About option on the navigation bar. The Moodle demo site will allow you to log in to an actual site where you can see some example resources and activities, and you can even have full access to the administration features. After touring the demo site, go back to Moodle.org and browse the gallery of Moodle themes by going to Downloads, then Plugins, and then you'll see an option for themes. Browsing the demo site and Moodle themes will help to give you an even better idea of what Moodle is capable of. Now that you've seen some Moodle examples and should have a much better idea of what it can be used for, let's move on to discussing how to get around. Coming up in the next video, we'll discuss how to use and customize Moodle's site navigation options to make things easy for your students to find.